Dear Lord, please don't let Bailey get eaten by a lion. This podcast is really just starting to take off. Welcome to Pretty Smart, the podcast that explores the fine art of business ownership. I'm Dana, wedding planner and designer, and my co-host is...
I'm Bailey, photographer, traveler, gardener, and sleep expert.
Have you done sleep training?
I have not.
For yourself?
But I am, of my friend group, I'm the person who takes sleep very seriously. I do not miss my 8 hours. And if I do, you will know about it.
Yeah, I love that for you. I am the opposite.
I know. And I'm going to talk to you about that.
I would love to be a sleep expert because I love sleep.
Mm-hmm. You love the idea of it.
I love the idea of sleep. My children, on the other hand, are like, never heard of her. So
no need.
No need. But you know what? We're here. Raphael was up, what time? 5 a.m.? And he was like, let's go, mama. Let's go. And I was like, I'm not ready because Matt got home at 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh, you're running on 3 hours.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good day. Pause for dramatic effect.
I'm just so stressed for you hearing. I'm like, no.
But it's so normal to me now.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, but maybe I'll get to take a nap at some point. I probably won't today because I have a bunch of meetings, but it'll be fine.
Okay, you'll sleep
sometime when I'm dead.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
I hate that for you.
But you have to be because you are like a time zone hopper.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe that's it. Yeah. I have to really be regimented about my sleep because I am often not in the same time zones. My sleep is very fluid.
And you just got back from Africa.
I did.
On Thursday.
Yes.
And today is Monday.
Yes.
And how's the time change been for you?
Time change wasn't too bad because the amount of traveling it took to get home was 6 takeoffs and 6 landings.
Oh, Lordy.
And it was, okay, 24 plus 12, 36, 40 hours of travel.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. I got picked up at the airport and I was like, I started traveling 2 midnights ago.
That's insane.
It was so long ago.
As much as I can function on low sleep, travel anxiety would get the best of me. I've been traveling for so long. I'm so unsettled. I'm hungry.
I feel like I have this way of literally just shutting down on travel days.
That's amazing.
And just being like, we are just going through the motions. Point me in the direction and I'll move that way. Get me on the plane. And I can just turn my brain off, and then as we get close to landing at our final destination is when I kind of start to reboot and be like, okay, back to reality, back to life. Yeah.
I love that for you. I'm glad that you made it home in one piece.
Mm-hmm, me too.
That you are back on your sleep game.
Yes.
And you are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I might be a little, maybe I'm just riding on vibes right now. We'll see.
Love. What was your favorite part of the trip? I know there were so many different things.
There was so many different things. We were there for 2 weeks. It was a girls' trip. So Vince didn't even come. And we just saw the most incredible, we saw all the big 5. We saw rhinoceros, which is extremely rare. Our guide in Kenya said that he's been doing this for 12 years and he's seen rhinos 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
4 times in 12 years because they're so rare because poachers suck. But we saw a leopard with its next meal in a tree.
Wow.
We saw a cheetah eating its meal, and we saw the Great Migration, which was really, really cool. Just the amount of animals and what they do every year to move around to get food was incredible to see. I don't know. It was just so neat to be there.
The views were beautiful from the pictures that you sent me.
Yeah.
And the night sky.
Oh my gosh. And literally imagine being able to step outside of your tent at night and see the Milky Way with your naked eye.
That's incredible.
It was beautiful. All those big balls of burning gas millions of miles away.
Did you have your Lion King moment?
Yes. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. The highlight, of course, needs to be our last day in Kenya. Our guide was like, okay, we've seen all the animals, we've seen it all. And so he finagled a special treat for us, which was that he drove us to the Tanzania Kenya border to the ranger station. And we got to go on a hike with a park ranger and his rifle.
Hell yeah.
And he took us up the side of this mountain, which I realized was the edge of the Great Rift Valley. And he
Wow.
hiked us to the top on this big rock. And we got to like have this incredible view.
Who got to be Simba?
No one.
You
But I
couldn't
got
talk
to
Claire
stand up
into
there
that?
like,
You couldn't be like, Claire, it's your time.
get on my shoulders, girl. No, I do have a small fear of heights. And
Okay,
so,
fair
especially on like a
enough.
round sloped rock, I
Fair
spent
enough.
most of my time just watching everyone else, making sure they didn't get too close to the edge.
Fair.
Because I know my limits and I wanted to make sure everyone else was working in my limits.
My Disney, like deep-seated Disney heart
Mm-hmm.
is just like, and I know this is like very not whatever, but like Africa to me is the Lion King. And I'm like, everything the light touches is ours.
Oh, the number of
Like
times I thought that because we could see the Serengeti is so vast and it's
Mhm.
so open, and if we were on a hill, you could see so far, and because there was like clouds in the air, there'd be like parts that were dark and light, and I would always be like, everything the light touches.
Did you
But
see any
I tried.
hyenas?
Oh my gosh, we saw so many hyenas. Yeah.
Were they like
No. Oh,
no?
actually, that's not true because when they woke us up in the middle of the night around our camp,
That's how they
that's the
did
sound
it?
they make.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh, I
I'm
thought
sorry
they
for
were
anyone's ears.
I thought that they were like I don't know, like cackling or
No, and if you see them
something.
in real life, you're like, "Ah, they really took some artistic liberties
Yeah.
in the animation." Like the other animals, you're like, yeah, that looks like a lion.
Uh-huh.
The hyenas, you're like, they're not even gray in real life.
Oh.
They're like brown and spotted.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess they were gray and spotted in the movie,
Yeah.
but
It's like, what? Why?
close enough.
Yeah. Their body shape was the same.
Oh, good.
So, but
That's
yeah, it was like,
so they didn't sound like Whoopi Goldberg.
none that we found.
Ugh,
But I don't want
damn.
to, I don't want to speak for every hyena out there.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Do you think you'll go back?
1,000%.
Oh
I was
my
like
gosh.
texting that. So, what you need to know about a safari in Africa is the conditions are not comfortable. Imagine like 85-degree heat index, or was UV index of like 12, which is above 10.
I
And
didn't know it went up that
I
high.
know. Like you have to put your sun, yeah. And just washboard, gravel, and dirt roads for hours at a time, and dust everywhere on everything.
Hmm,
So it's not like this, like,
sounds great.
yeah. So when are you
Yeah.
going? But my point is that like I was on a 2-hour drive in those conditions, and like midway through we got self-service, and I was like, Vince, I love it here.
Oh
I'm
my
happy. When are we coming
gosh.
back? And he was like,
And you also sent me a video of the ride.
yeah.
And I was like, that looks like my worst nightmare. So my car sickness would not have been a good addition.
I was pleasantly
But
surprised.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself.
You're such an adventurer.
I
And
try.
I love that I can live vicariously through you. Because
Aw.
there are just some things I know I will never do.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
It's good you know that about yourself.
Yeah. And you know what? My friends get to do it.
Mhm.
And then I get to hear all about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I was there.
Yeah.
I was there in spirit.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you a lot. I was like, dear Lord, please don't let Bailey get eaten by a lion. This podcast is really just starting to take off.
We can't quit now.
We can't just stop. Oh, what will we do? So my prayers were answered.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad.
Me too. Oh,
But you just got
God.
back from Santa Fe.
Yeah, we were in New
And a big, nice trip.
Mexico.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law was making history because she is a baddie. So my sister-in-law, Melanie, shout out Mel, was directing Madame Butterfly, and she is the first Asian American female director on the main stage at Santa Fe Opera.
That's so cool.
So she's out there breaking barriers,
Mhm.
doing her thing. She's like the bougie auntie. And
Yeah, she's like the cool one.
oh, yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
Right? And Leo got to be her +1 at the very
Oh, that's
fancy,
so cool.
like, opening night donor dinner. And he got all dressed up, and the opera was beautiful. I mean, if you ever I don't know if you're like an opera person. I didn't think I was, but I really enjoyed it. And just the setting is gorgeous because it's like an outdoor
It looked beautiful.
theater. And you get to like watch the sunset in the mountains behind the stage. And it's like, oh my
Okay.
God, it's beautiful.
That's so cool to incorporate like actual nature into the theatrical
Yes.
performance.
Yes.
So cool.
And like when you're up at that like altitude or whatever, there is like a slight breeze. So even though it was like July, you didn't feel like stifling heat because you had
Yeah.
that like nice little fresh breeze going on. So
Yeah.
it was a great experience.
That's
And
awesome.
that was my first time in New Mexico. And it was really fun to see like the architecture and all the
Mhm.
different like adobe buildings and the food. And
Mhm.
it was just awesome. So
Nice.
we love it. That's like my level of travel.
Nice. Sounds great.
I'm not on safari, but I'll do the US anytime.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was pretty great. I also went to a planner soiree
Oh, fun.
here in Kansas City.
Mhm. Yeah, did
That
I miss
was
anything exciting in like the local industry?
there wasn't any like hot piping tea that
Shoot.
came up. I know everyone's been on their best behavior this summer. I think we were all distracted by the World Cup.
Oh, sure.
So
And Taylor's wedding.
and Taylor's wedding. So we're
Which we
still
still
waiting
don't know
on
anything about.
pictures. Oh my gosh. Okay, this would be a tangent, but I'm just gonna go for it. Did you see Maddie Healy got married over the weekend
I did see that. I was like, neat.
and released the pictures like immediately?
Yeah. I mean, that's the celebrity way. It's actually really
guess.
surprising that Taylor is waiting this long. I expected for sure that we would see him by now. It's been like 2
Mhm.
weeks, but nothing, which I kind of love.
I
Like, I
love
think
it
that's awesome
too.
for her.
And I
I
don't
hope she's
know.
like setting more of a standard of like, we can all just wait and personally enjoy our work or like our days before
Yes.
feeling like we have to like share, you
I
know?
think that's a really cool thing. I
And
wonder
let it
if
like be
we'll see
absorbed.
more of that.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Because that's usually where we start to see like the trends come from is
Mhm.
like the celebrity trickle down.
Yeah.
So maybe we will.
Here's hoping.
But yeah.
But
it
I
was
got you off
fun.
a tangent.
I know. Sorry. That was my own doing. But the planner soiree was really great. It was like a Dolce Vita Italian theme. So super cute lemons and
Very
all the
fresh, very
things.
summer.
Yes, very
Mhm.
summer. It reminded me of our trip to Europe. What was it? 2 years ago now.
Oh my gosh.
We need to go back.
Okay.
But it was great. Like I met a lot of new planners.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's always interesting to me, like when we're at these networking events and I see new people like in our network, and I'm like, oh my God, where did you come from? Where
Mhm.
did you come from? And so many of them have been listening to the pod.
Aw.
So it was really
Thanks,
cute. I
guys.
know. And like they were asking about you. And it's so fun because we're just like a little tag team now.
Love it.
And everybody's like Dana and Bailey, Bailey and Dana together.
One might say 2 peas in a podcast.
Oh, 2 peas in a podcast. How did we miss that? But it was great because so many of the new faces I was seeing were like, oh my God, Dana, how's this going? But like following up on things that we've talked about here.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
Thank
And
you
so
so
it made it like an
guys.
instant connection. And I was like, this is great. This is what community and these networking events are for.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
which kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, you told me that you got like a bunch of like new questions or like topic
Yes.
ideas from people, and isn't this one of them?
It is. Today's topic that we want to kind of get into is, how do I say this?
I don't know because I don't know the topic.
Okay, so we're talking like kickbacks,
Oh.
pay to play,
Okay.
like vendor monopolies. Because
Okay.
there has been a little bit of rumbling about some new things in the
Yes.
KC.
It even reached my ears in Africa.
So I'm curious, What did you hear in Africa?
So I and many of my colleagues got an email from a venue that was saying like, "Hey, we're um or updating our preferred vendor list for the
Okay.
upcoming year," which is not
Normal.
uncommon.
Yeah.
And they typically so like planners and venues especially will do this and ask other vendors for updated like pricing information or availability or interest just to make sure that their vendor list is the most accurate and updated as possible.
Mhm.
Sounds great. This venue in particular, though, had a different approach, which was that they were asking vendors to pay a hefty amount, a four-figure amount minimum to be a part of their preferred vendor list. Um, and I don't like that. So yeah, that's kind of prompted like why we want to talk about this today and talk about kind of the different ways and different business models that vendor lists exist and preferred vendor lists exist and kind of help educate not only vendors and clients to be more aware and transparent about this so that they can make more educated decisions when
Yeah.
they're booking vendors.
I think that's beautifully put.
Yeah. I mean, on the surface, you might think of it as, oh, it's another form of advertising, right? People pay to put ads in magazines or on websites or on social media. Isn't this just another form of advertising? And I guess you could see it that way. This is again, it's about the transparency,
Right.
right? If you are a client and you are searching on Instagram or searching through a magazine, it clearly now legally has to say like this is a paid sponsorship or paid promotion. So you know that money has been shared
Mm.
for this promotion of a
Mhm.
vendor. Um, I'm going to go ahead and just assume that a venue that's asking for money or a planner that's asking for some kind of discount or kickback in their to be on their preferred vendor list is not disclosing that to their clients, which means that when they are sharing that preferred vendor list with a client, the client is going to look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, great! These are all vetted, amazing professionals. Great! All of them are going to be providing the level of service I want and have been have the cachet that I'm looking for." Which is not necessarily true if you're just paying to be on a list, because anybody could pay to be on that
Absolutely.
list.
For me, I agree. Like,
Mhm,
my preferred vendor list is made up of people who I have relationships with
mhm,
that have proven time and again through working together over multiple events
mhm.
that they can do a really great job for the client.
Right, and are they have that rapport, they have that, like, proven longevity,
Yeah.
and yeah, are proving that they are good at what they do.
And I feel like working with someone who's just paying to work with my clients would put me in a really tough situation because what if they suck? Like,
Quite
honestly,
simply.
quite simply, what if they suck?
Yeah,
And I'm the one who suggested my client work with them.
yeah,
It makes me look bad. It derails the process, like the planning process isn't as smooth as obviously we want it to be.
mhm,
And, in my contract, I have something about like, I'm not responsible for the performance
mhm,
of the other vendors and like their roles
mhm,
because I can't possibly take liability for that.
right,
But if I'm recommending someone, there's like an implied approval from me that my clients are putting their trust in me.
mhm,
And I take that so seriously that I don't think I could ever just be like, yeah, I'm just going to make some cash on the side and hope that it works out.
yeah,
Like that doesn't feel right to me. But what I'm
yeah,
learning is that not every vendor operates that way.
yeah,
And just because we find it, ethical to do things that way, it is different for everyone. And it kind of exists on a spectrum
mhm,
almost of like, experience with this vendor versus like paid referrals. And there's
right.
sometimes like somewhere in the middle too.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the far end of the spectrum is there's, companies in other markets, I really hope they don't come here, that have been buying up venues
Mhm.
and then allowing you to only work with their one caterer, their one photographer, their one florist.
That is happening here.
Oh man, I hate
Mhm.
this so much because it at the core of it, on the one hand, it's cutting the client experience off at its knees.
Mhm.
It's also stifling so much creativity in the industry
Absolutely.
because it's just turning into a churn and burn kind of situation, and it's not allowing for new eyes, new experiences, new perspectives, new creativity to flourish in a
Mhm.
field that honestly should be really creative and happy and not just like transactional.
Right.
At least that's how I see it.
Right. And I think we are in a really unique position where we have this like, oh, sorry. We have this, you know, framework of creativity and personalization
Mhm.
and this beautiful idea of what a wedding should be.
Mhm.
And I think what we're seeing is a shift away from that into more like corporate, like, here's what you get, here's how much it costs.
Like a
Every wedding,
menu.
yes, where
Yeah.
it's like every wedding is the same. Do you
Mhm.
want a pink wedding, a purple wedding, a blue wedding, or a
Yeah.
yellow wedding?
Choose
And
from these
that's it.
4 custom
Right,
cocktails, and that's it.
right.
Yeah.
And for some people, maybe that works. Maybe that's all they want.
Yeah.
Um, again, those maybe aren't our clients,
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah.
So that's not who we're trying to work with. So maybe
Mhm.
that's why it's so like, ugh, to us. But I think that that's unfortunately happening.
Yeah.
I see it.
Why do you think it's like, what is causing this shift in the industry and in the markets, do you
I
think?
think that weddings in general are shifting on like a huge level to you're either like one end of the spectrum or the other. We're
Mhm.
almost like losing that middle market that was like, what did they call that? Like a pretty, what was that word
It
that they
was like
used?
the lovely
A
lovely Are you
lovely,
talking about budget-wise, the ends
yeah.
of the
Well,
spectrum?
budget wise and just like
Effort-wise?
effort, yeah,
Yeah.
and like experience, like guest experience, all of those
Mm.
things. Like you either really care about it or you don't really care at all. Like
Hmm.
I'm not seeing people that are like in the middle, which we
Yeah.
used to call like that lovely couple.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it, but
Uh-huh.
um,
You know what's interesting thinking about it that way? Like, I really agree with you,
mhm.
but it's something that we see in almost every industry or every,
Yeah.
like, new business model. Like, I think about, um, like, for example, like, a furniture
Mhm.
company, and they come in the market as marketing themselves as, "Oh, we are the middleman. We're the middle market. We're not too cheap like IKEA, but we're not custom furniture.
Right.
We're the everyman's furniture." And as those businesses grow, if they want to grow or scale in any way, they have to choose between specializing and being more luxury or more expensive,
Mhm.
or they have to choose to, downgrade their products and create a more streamlined experience. And that happens in any industry: clothing, furniture, like I said, decor, books,
Yeah.
etc.
You're right.
So
I
I guess
think that
it's
is,
kind of not surprising that weddings are also
yeah.
experiencing
I
that.
think, but for a while it seemed like there was more of a middle market,
Mhm.
especially like where we are in the Midwest.
Yeah.
It felt like the
We're literally in
Midwest
the
was
middle.
literally the middle market. And now it's like you are one end of the spectrum or the other.
Mhm.
And I think businesses are having a harder time navigating that and they're trying to like decide what they want to be.
That's a
So
really
maybe
interesting
that's why we're
point.
seeing it. I'm making this up. I don't know.
Well,
This
you're
is just
saying
my
it confidently
theory.
enough that I'm like,
Yeah.
"Sure, I love it. This sounds
And
great."
you know what though? Like also costs have gone up for everything.
Yes.
As a business owner,
Yeah.
like marketing costs are astronomical. To like, come up on Google is
Oh
like
gosh.
insane. Like,
My camera equipment, my SD cards, which are the memory cards I
mhm.
use, thanks to AI, have skyrocketed in price because the
Really
materials to access them have all been purchased up by, Meta, Google, et cetera. Whoever's building all of these data centers, they're using those
interesting.
resources, which means that things as simple as a memory card that used to be like $60 or $32
I was gonna say, I
are
thought it was
now
like
like
$30.
$75.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So my memory cards are like gold to me now.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's just the little things like that that are chipping away at our businesses and at our bottom lines. And that is forcing all of us to make decisions of, well, do we raise our prices or do we stay at our price point and take on more work, which
Right.
ultimately would dilute how much or the level of service we can provide
Absolutely.
to our client base.
Right.
Mm.
So obviously it is a combination of factors
Mhm.
that is like driving this. And I mean, I hate to say it, but also like that venue, they might be desperate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
their bookings might be so down that they're like, we need to make our mortgage payment or our rent payment.
That's true.
And like, how are we going to do that? How
Yeah.
can we ensure that we have cash flow, you know,
I appreciate that you're
every
looking
month?
at it also from like potentially like a altruistic perspective for
I'm
them of like
trying
surely
to.
this is not like nefarious probably.
Maybe.
But it's possible that it is just like this is one of those ways that people are trying to get creative and figuring out like how can we maintain our budgets with this huge changing of markets.
Yeah.
So here's
Yeah.
a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you ever pay to be on a preferred vendor list?
Ooh, that's tough. I feel it would have to be like insane exposure
Mm-hmm.
to the
Like a
point.
home run, you know it would pay off.
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And I would hope that it was more personal. Like, I
Mm.
hate the idea that someone would send me an email and be like, would you like to be on our preferred vendor list? We've never met you. We've never talked to you.
Right. You had a wedding
We've,
with us 2 years
yeah,
ago.
or like never.
Yeah.
And like, we are looking for preferred vendors. It's going to
Yeah.
be this many thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably rub me the wrong way. And I'd be like, no, I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
But because how do I know? Like, what if I pay all this money and they
Mm-hmm.
suck and I have to work there all the time because I'm on their preferred vendor list?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems like a nightmare.
Yeah. You'd be kind of stuck there for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I'm gonna on the safe side say no.
Okay.
I would much rather be, preferred based on like preference.
Your merit.
Yeah, my merit.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I feel similarly. I feel like it's interesting to think about like when we think about the totem pole of like booking
Mm-hmm.
a wedding, clients typically will book planner or venue first.
Yep.
And then photographer.
Yes.
So no matter what, you are either at the top as a planner of the
Mhm.
totem pole or the second.
Yes.
I'm almost
Third.
always third
Yeah.
at the highest.
Right.
And so that means I have like 2 levels of vendor lists or
Mhm.
like networking relationships that I have to foster and be cognizant of,
Right.
which can make it easier and can make it harder in some ways. So to answer your question, actually, I agree. I really my instinct right now is to say that I would prefer that my being on a preferred vendor list is due to merit
Yeah.
and due to relationships,
Right.
rather than who I've paid to rub shoulders with.
Right.
Because I also know that would be more gratifying to me.
Mhm.
But I'm saying this all with caution because I kind of feel like I have to just keep in the back of my head, like, hey, don't close the door on that right now,
Right.
just in case the whole industry shifts and it's like,
This is the only way you could
and
work.
you have to pivot
Yeah.
with it.
Right.
Because there's been big market shifts like that before in any industry. Like think about, for example, like Kodak film. They fought forever the dying of film and the rise of digital in photography. And guess where they went? Or think about Blockbuster. They were like, no, everyone's always going to want to rent a VHS movie always. And there's
R.I.P.
one Blockbuster left in the world,
Yeah.
I think, still.
That would be a fun trip.
Yeah, the one
The
Blockbuster.
one Blockbuster.
And so, I just always want to be careful to make like such a black and white yes or no.
Right. That's why I'm like, I want to say no,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean,
But say maybe.
maybe.
Or like, it's not a no, it's a not right now.
So would you ever be the one like taking money to be on, like if I wanted to be on your preferred vendor list?
Happily. Yes. Love that idea. When you put it that way. This is sounding more fun.
Right. Ka-ching. No.
Now I understand
Yeah,
it.
right. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that would be weird. Like if someone came to me and was like, "Hey, I want to pay you."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm thinking about like who first of all, who would I want to be on that list
Mhm.
of my preferred vendors, which I already have. I already
Right.
have a preferred vendor list that I share with my clients once they
Yeah, I
book.
just paid you yesterday to be on it. No. Just
Thank you
kidding.
for that check. Like I already have that list. So I'm thinking about like everyone on that list. Would I like who would I take money from? Then I'm like, well, it's because I want to work with them. And
Right.
like
It's
I don't see the
weird.
point.
I know. So I think it's important to note though, like you were mentioning, this isn't exclusive to the wedding industry.
No.
We see this, everywhere.
In any
It's
industry.
yeah, it's like exclusive memberships, featured placements, um, preferred lists of
Mhm.
different things, winners of awards at, through different things,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
There's all different ways that this can show up, but I think that it's important that we give our listeners some like actionable items as to like what questions maybe they should be asking.
Yeah, what should they be thinking about?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that they have a way to discern for themselves
Mhm.
if it's a good fit.
Yeah. So how do we think a vendor, like what would be your advice if little tiny baby photographer was going up saying, "Hey Dana,
Mhm.
this venue asked me to pay to be on their preferred vendor list.
Yeah.
What should I do?"
And you know what's funny? I do get those questions, which I
Do they look
love.
like this?
They
What should I
do.
do?
They do. Like, I'm thinking of someone right now that is so sweet, and that does come to me for advice like that
And they
because
go, "Hey Dana."
yeah, because I'm a veteran. We're veterans now. So I think
Yeah.
it's yeah. So like these new baby planners and baby photographers do look to us as the experts.
Mhm.
So I think I would caution them, right?
Mhm.
Like I would be like, how does this serve your client
Or your
or
business.
your
Yeah.
business? Is this a good use of your marketing budget?
Mm.
Like, is this where you want to put X amount of dollars? Or do you have a better way that you want to spend that?
Yeah. Yeah, think about, like, is this a venue or a planner that you definitely wanna work with, hopefully already have some rapport with so you know what you're getting into. It's not
Mhm.
like, "Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to work with Dana, I've never worked with her, I'll pay to be on her list." And then you work with her and you're like, "Oh my god, nightmare. Now I
Definitely.
sank $1,200 into this nightmare relationship."
Right.
That's how I feel right now.
She's in deep. Yeah.
Help.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, basically, it's like, would I recommend this person if they weren't paying me?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a pretty basic question that
Yeah.
you should ask yourself of
Or
like,
if I didn't have to pay, would I wanna work here, or
yes,
work with this person?
yes.
And think about, is this where you're gonna find your ideal clients? Like,
Mhm.
are your ideal clients also working at this or not working, booking this venue, booking with this planner? Is it a good fit for your advertising dollars? You can
Yeah,
think of it as your advertising dollars if you want to.
right.
And so there might be situations where it's a venue that I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love working here. I wanna work here more. This is the way they've changed their model. I don't like it, but if I wanna stay working here because I know this is where my clients go, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet."
Right.
Or, just thought of a new idea, it could be possible that you go to that person and say, "Hey, I have photographed here for 5 years. You and I love working together. Is there a way we can work out a trade
That's a good
instead
idea.
of a monetary transaction?" They could say no,
Mhm.
but it could be possible that, as a photographer, you could say, "What if I, share more images from weddings
Yeah,
or help you craft um, your social media presence?"
yeah.
And that could be the trade. Or if you're a
Offer
makeup
headshots for the
artist,
team.
offer headshots. Or if you're a makeup artist, you could offer the makeup for headshots. Like
Mhm.
there's other ways that you could
Add value.
add value. Yes, and add um deepen that relationship that doesn't make it so transactional.
And that's why you're a creative entrepreneur. Ding. Yeah. Could you do like a still shot with like sparkles around you? Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, at the end of the day, it needs to come down to, like, how is this serving the client? Is it
Yeah.
serving the client?
Is it serving our customers?
Right. And, like, if in any way, shape, or
Mhm.
form the answer is no, then it should be a no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a great point. So if you are a couple
Mhm.
who is doing their shopping, looking for vendors, and all these people are, touting their preferred vendor
Yeah,
lists, what could you do to make sure you're fully educated in this booking and vetting process?
that's a great question because I think the more that we can empower couples to push for transparency,
Mhm.
right? Like, I think most of my couples book from my preferred vendor list. And it's because they trust me,
Mhm.
because we've created that foundation of trust. I'm super transparent. I do not get money from any of these vendors. They're not paid to be on my list. They have a proven track record. I've worked with them before.
Mhm.
So ask those questions. Have you worked with them before? What do you like about working with them?
Mm.
Why do you think this would be the best fit? Um, are you getting money from this? I think that's fair. I know
I
that's
think it's a reasonable
uncomfortable.
question to be like,
It's
yeah, how do you build your preferred vendor list?
right. And
And
like,
hopefully they'd answer honestly and not feel like they had to
exactly.
hide anything.
Right. And I mean, again, I would hope that no, vendor, whatever the vendor is lying about any of this to their
Yeah.
clients. Like if you are coming to a place in your business where you're lying to the people who are keeping you in business, like your clients, you need to reevaluate your life.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe really reflect on if this is the path for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's important too that you set expectations where it's like, okay, I know that you recommended this vendor. Can I work with someone else and see how they react to that?
Mhm.
They should have a multitude of options for you.
Right, not just one caterer,
Right.
one photographer.
Right.
That to me, honestly, is a red flag. Yeah.
Absolutely. If they're saying like this is the only photographer I work, this is the only venue or whatever, it's like that's weird.
You're right.
That should make your spidey senses prick up a little bit.
Right.
So, I think ask those hard questions. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but if they have nothing to hide, it shouldn't be.
Right. And that's how it's interesting. I was thinking about this that we are definitely in a new era of our clients and our customers asking for even more transparency than
Yeah,
ever, rightfully so.
absolutely.
And a lot of vendors I talk to kind of bristle at it or they're frustrated by it. And I'm like, if you have nothing to hide, what's the problem?
Yeah,
Why not be honest?
right.
And if you are not feeling that confident in what you charge or who you work with, maybe like get that right first. And then you can have those like really clear conversations with couples.
Absolutely.
Like, do I charge more than the majority of my local market? I do.
Mhm.
Do I have people ask me about it? I do. And I have no problem saying, like, here's why I charge what I charge. And they can either go, cool,
Right.
I'll pay it. Or they'll go, I found something better that was less expensive. There's no wrong answer.
No.
It's all about what everyone's comfortable with.
Yeah, that's business, baby.
That's business, baby.
That's showbiz,
And
baby.
that's showbiz. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, pay to play preferred vendor lists. Pretty or smart?
Well, I think it could be smart. Maybe. Maybe. It's a maybe for me.
Mhm.
I think it maybe could be
I
smart.
think with transparency, it could be smart.
Yes. Big asterisks on that bad
Yeah.
boy.
But I'm not hearing anything about the pretty.
Mm,
Not real pretty.
not really pretty. I mean, I'm sure it would be a pretty venue or pretty whatever. Not super pretty.
Mm.
Could be smart.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
Bailey says no.
I say no. Doesn't
It's
feel pretty.
ugly.
It feels ugly to me.
It's ugly dumb.
Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of Pretty Smart.
Make sure to follow along on social media at Pretty Smart Pod on TikTok and Instagram. And if you have any questions, hit us up in the DMs or send us an email at that'sprettysmart@gmail.com. Can't wait to see you next time.
Thanks for watching and listening. Bye.
Bye. Yay. Okay.